Hi guys, welcome to the video number 207, and in this video we're going to talk about the MS Access query, and we're going to actually help one of my subscribers, Tron. This is what he has written actually. Good evening Ajay, can you please tell me the way to find which IDs are not listed in my second access table? Do we have any way other than VBA? My table has employee ID and second table also. Letter has those employee IDs which are joined after 2015, and former has mixture. How to filter the employee IDs which do not exist in both tables at the same time? Looking forward to your one more exciting video. Best regards, Mr. Kumar. All right, so so what exactly Toron has asked me that he's actually basically looking for, he has two tables, right? Let me just show you. Let me just open the Access database here, and in this Access database he has two tables. Right now he hasn't actually given me the table names, but that's fine. I got the question, and let me just open this Access database. Just one second. So in this Access database, let's say we have the two tables, guys. One is the employee IDs. You can see here, the moment I double click on that, we have here the usernames and the password. And there is another table where we again have the username and the password, right? So in both the tables, basically we have the usernames, right? Now what actually we are going to do here in this video is that how you are going to find out those names which are not available in the other table, doing the comparison with the first table. Now for example, in the employee IDs table you have these usernames. Let's say we have Ajay, Matt, James, Ahmed, Neja, Ashu, and if I'm going to find out all these usernames here, all those usernames which are not available actually in the login detail table, then this is how I think we will have not the Ajay, because Ajay is available in this table also, right? But then I think Matt, James, Ahmed, they are not available in the next table. Nija, Ashu, all these names are not available here, right? So maybe we can do one thing. We can just write one more name. Let's say Nija here, right? So the answer should come out excluding the Ajay and the Nija, whatever the names, usernames you have, we would like to see them, right? So in this case, basically we are saying that all the items, all the usernames which are not present in the another table, which is the login detail, we want to actually retrieve them, right? So for this you need not to do anything, because in Access there is a already pre-built query, right? And it's very simple actually. So what you need to do is you just need to simply go to the create option, and in this create option you simply need to click on this the query. Look at this, you have here form visit, you have more forms, form design, query visit, a lot of things are there. So basically we are going to take the help of the query visit. I will click on the query visit, guys, and on the query visit we have a simple query, cross type query, find duplicate query, find unmatched query. Okay, so you need to select this query. Basically this is the already pre-built query. I'm using the Access 2016, but it's available in all the versions, right? And it's available even in the Access 2003, because I used to work on the Access 2003 long time back, and I know that it is available. So this query is not basically really depends upon which version you are using. This is there, and it's in the same format, it's there, right? That's a good part. So you click on the OK, and once you click on the OK, we'll wait for this and this next pop-up, and you will have to read it carefully and with a lot of patience, right? So it says the query you create will list records in the table you select below that have no related records in the table you select on the next screen. Very important line, guys, right? For example, you can find the customers that have no orders. So now what it says, which table of the query contains the records you want in the query result. So basically here we have the two options. Either we can filter the records in the employee ID, or we can filter the records in the login details. In other words, basically if I select the employee ID here, then what will happen, employee IDs, under the employee IDs, my header, which is the username, all those usernames are going to be looked up into this table, and we will get those usernames from this table which are actually not available in the login detail. If you select this, then the vice versa would happen. then it is basically going to look up the login detail user IDs in the employee ID table. I'm going to return you all those login detail usernames which are available in this login detail table, which are not available in this table, right? So we are actually interested in the employee IDs only, as I was telling you, right? So you just need to select this table and click next, and there we go. As you know, if let me just click on the back, and you see that here they have said clearly that the query you create will list the records in the table you select below that have no related records in the table you select on the next screen, right? So that is what we are basically trying to do, the lookup. So in this table now, what is this is the next screen. So in this table, we are going to use this, basically the table for the lookup part, right? So employee IDs, the table is going to be linked with this login detail. So now let's just click on the next. When you click on the next, now this is very important line. What piece of information is in the both tables? Now obviously there has to be one field which should be common in both the tables, because you want to find it out, what is missing in the another table. So obviously that means that they have what you're trying to find it out, what is not there. Actually those values should actually give you the same sense of a knowledge, right? For example, usernames, we have both the usernames here. This is a username, this is a username. So now what we need to do is we just need to press this. Now if you don't understand this, this is basically a not equals to sign in Access, right? So now you can read all this description. I'm not gonna read out that because we are going to do this practically. So I just click on this button, and there we go. Matching fields, user underscore name not equals to user underscore name, right? Because I've kept both the basically the headers, these table headers, the field headers same. So that's why you see this the same name. Otherwise, let's say if we would have created on the login detail, instead of the user underscore name, maybe we would have created, let's say, employee ID, or maybe the login name, then you would have got here login name. So both the headers in both the tables are same. That's why you see this user underscore name not equals to user underscore name. But remember, they belong to the different tables. They are not the same headers, right? They look same, but they belongs to the different tables. Now you click on the next part. I click on the next. Now what fields do you want to see in the query result? So after you do this unmatched query, what information you want to get? So would you like to get only the usernames? So you just need to click here, right? If you want that all those usernames which are not available in the login detail, then you also need to see their password. So you can also click on this option, right? If you don't want that, then just select this part and just click here. If you click on this part, then everything goes here. So this is for the quick, just in case if you have more headers, so you can do one thing, you can click here and every header is going to be inserted here. So this is the part of your query. Basically you will see all the headers in this query, but I don't want to do that. So I'll just simply keep on this, and move this to the right side, and this moving it to the right side means that I'm going to see only the usernames of my employee IDs which are not available in the login detail, right? So let's click on the next. And what would you like to name? What would you like to name your query? So employee IDs without matching login detail, I think this is a perfect name, right? But if you want to rename it, you can. For example, I can rename it that employee IDs underscore not underscore in employee ID login detail, login table, right? So whatever you want to do it. View the result, modify the design. Would you like to modify it? I don't want to modify it because this is complete, right? So we just go ahead and keep this option, the by default option, which is the view the results on, and you're going to click on the finish. There we go. Now look at this, guys. So this is the query which is created, and it has a name also, employee IDs not in login. And this is exactly what I was talking about, right? Let me take you back to the employee ID username and the login detail username. Now you see that in the employee ID I have Ajay, and this is also available in this login detail. So definitely this is not going to be a part of our unmatched query. Similarly, you're going to see the Matt, James, Ahmed. Are they there? Let's just check. I don't think so they are there, right? Except for the Nija. So Matt, James, Ahmed and Ashu, these are the IDs which are not available in the login details, and that is what exactly we are getting here. Matt, James, Ahmed and Ashu. Let's have a look here. You got the Matt, you got the James, you got the Ahmed and you got the Ashu, right? So in this way you can actually find out the unmatched query. Now just in case if you don't want to take this help, then of course you can create this query again also. For example, let's right click and go to the design view and let us see that what exactly Axis has created it, because right now you have used its wizard. So if you look at this, guys, what exactly it says, it's a very simple thing. Now they have used this join. If I double click on this, just to make you understand how the things are, things basically work in the joins. So just let me just double click on this and look at this. Include all rows from the employee IDs and those records from the login detail where the join fields are equal. Now what does that mean? It means that this is the join which we are using. It's a left join basically, and it says that first of all we would like to see all the usernames in the query which belongs to the employee ID, right? And then plus only those records from the login detail where the join fields are equal. And then we would like to see that what are those items, what are those usernames which are available in both table, right? But at the same time what Axis did is very smartly it put this is null code. Is null means that it's going to check on the null criteria, right? Now you see that this username basically belongs to the login detail table. Now username belongs to the login detail and having a criteria is null. It means that you are saying that get me all the null items from this table wherever it is. And if you have a look on this table, you won't basically find any null item. So eventually what you are saying, you are saying that I want to get all the employee IDs from this username, because this condition is never going to be satisfied, because neither you have any null here and nor you have any null item here. So eventually what happens, you will get to see all the employee IDs from this username, right? And remember, because we have used there that not equals to sign, it is because of this is null they have created. So if you don't want to use that, you should be perfect in this query as well. You can also build this query directly, and this way you can build this query and the result is in front of you, right? So I guess this is going to help you a lot. This is called the unmatched query, and this is a very important step. Include all records from the employee ID and only those from the login detail where the join fields are equal. And the join fields are never going to be equal, because you have written here that username from the login table has to be null. Null means that it's empty basically, where you don't have a username. So ultimately you will not get any matched, any matched username between these two tables, right? So that's it. This is a small video, and I hope this have given you the solution, and now you can go ahead and you can utilize this in your office routine. And if you have any questions, guys, if you have any feedback to share, just do that, and don't forget to click on my subscribe button, which is just on the right corner of this video, and watch all those amazing 206 videos, because we have uploaded 206 videos as of now, and they are all on the Axis VBA, MS Excel and MS Excel VBA. Thank you so much, and I will be coming back with some more exciting stuff very soon. Bye bye.